Welcome to the Gospel Tea Talks. I am Sonia Wright.
And I am Lee Wright. And this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Why?
Because we get to partner with God in building his kingdom. We get to be the hands and feet of Jesus. We get to show someone God's grace, his mercy, and his love on today.
Social media family, we are so excited for you to join us on another episode of the Gospel Tea Talks. We promise you it's going to be exciting.
Every Monday night, we have inspiring conversations with ordinary people doing extraordinary things, one faith step at a time. And our prayer is that you will leave inspired, encouraged, and empowered to go deeper in your relationship with God.
Absolutely. So go grab your father, your mother, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your nephew, your cousin, the neighbor next door, and tell them the Gospel Tea Talks is on.
We on for who?
We on for Jesus.
Yes. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Gospel Tea Talks. I am Sonia.
I am Lee.
And we are so glad that you chose to join us on tonight. We love the tea for a lot of reasons, because we get to have inspiring conversations with ordinary people doing extraordinary things, one faith step at a time.
Yes.
And so if you are in the building with us tonight, you are in for a special treat on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We have our sister who is an amazing woman of God. And you're going to be so blessed by her story. I'm going to have my husband give the intro that he normally does for our guests that come on our show. But please share this broadcast. We believe that people's stories change someone else's story. And you never know what you might hear that may say something to you about your own situation. And so share the broadcast on tonight.
Yes. So good evening, everybody. It's Monday.
Yes.
Belated happy Mother's Day to all of you.
Oh, that's right.
Yesterday was Mother's. How was your Mother's Day?
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I think my husband cooked an amazing seafood boil.
Stop.
It was so good. I mean, who needs Red Lobster when you got this guy right here? And so yeah, he really did a great job, and he preached his little heart out yesterday. I was like, okay, I got fed spiritually and in the natural. Come on, Jesus. Come on, Lord, with the man of God. Won't he do it?
Oh yes.
Oh.
So we good. We pray God everyone's Mother's Day was a wonderful one. I'm here to introduce our guests, so I have to get into my announcer voice mode for this. All right. Our guest, Paula Shea Queen Favre, is the CEO and founder of Real Shea Queen LLC. She is a mother, grandmother, veteran, motivational speaker, community gardener, I might have to ask her about that one, and #1 best-selling author. Paula holds an associate's in occupational science and business administration degree. She's also a certified clinical medical assistant and phlebotomist. Ask me how many times I practiced that word. Paula's motto is claim your royalty at any stage of life. So if you would put some hearts up for our guest as we bring her forward, Paula Shea Queen Favre.
Yes.
Hey.
Hello, my beautiful sister.
Hello, everyone. How you guys doing?
We are well. How are you?
Yes,
I'm doing fine this evening. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. So glad for the invite, and just want to bless and inspire somebody today.
Amen. Wow.
I'm like, where do we begin with this one? We're grateful for you. And I know we're going to get into your story a little bit. We're going to get into some of the things that you're doing in a little bit. I got some stuff here off camera that I'm going to bring on later that's going to be like, what? Yes. So just, yeah, I'm going to shut up for
Yeah.
now. I'm going to let my wife go.
Yeah. So I always say that what I love most about the gospel tea is hearing stories, like hearing, God faith stories, and people sharing how God had moved in their life in a way that they've never known God to do. And I think that's what I love most about it. But I don't really know much about your story. I just know that you are an on fire woman of God, that you have a passion to help other people understand that they have power, they have gifts, they have talents, they have abilities, and that at no stage of their life, like it's not wasted. God can still use them. And
Right.
so I'm so excited and just to know what your story and who and where did you come from and how did God help you become who you are today and continue to become.
Right. All right. So I guess I'll start out with a little of my background. I'm number 13 of 14 kids. So
Wait, woo, wait. Well, we
my
know that
family,
because yeah.
right. My family grew up devout Catholic, so they were very strict. So I do have a faith-based background, but I grew in, to something else. But I grew from humble beginnings. A lot of people don't know, except for some people that have read my story, that I was molested as a child, as a young woman, and and then I went on to go into foster care. From foster care, I was, when you water the cord, then I went directly into the military. And I know when I went into the military, I wasn't healed because I never got help. You know, right. So, and then I realize that now, you know. And so I've had some tragedies in the military also where I did witness a fellow service member commit suicide while I was on guard duty. So I did, that's something else to add trauma. And then when I got out of the military, I got married for the third time because I had been divorced twice. But I realize now that it's because I kept running and I wasn't healing myself. I was the victim. I was always the victim. I'm like, I'm a good person. Why? And then I just told someone one of the most profound things someone ever could have told me, which was one of my abusers, one of my ex-husbands. He told me, the world doesn't owe you anything. And when you realize that you owe it all to yourself, then that's when you'll be healed.
Yes.
So fast forward, I moved away. I got a divorce after 15 years. We were together 18 years. I moved away to Washington, Seattle, Washington. I was stationed there before and I had a brother there. So I moved there, got back on my feet. But in doing so, I really faced like 2 years of seclusion, which was the best thing for me. Because I was never going to heal just going from relationship to relationships and moving around and not being stable. I was stable for those 18 years because I didn't want another failed marriage. And I allowed myself to be abused. And that was the only way I knew how, because I didn't deal with the abuse from my childhood. So I dragged it on in life. So I accepted certain things and I reacted certain ways. And so I had to realize what part I played in my own life.
Yes.
And accepted certain things. So I went through the PTSD counseling. And after I went through the counseling, I realized that, I was so powerful, how strong I was, because I had survived all these things. But I realized I was just a survivor. I wasn't thriving. You know how a lot of people get out of bad situations, they just, well, what do I do next?
Yeah.
Oh, I got through that. We all here. Oh, I made it. Won't he do it?
Yeah.
Right. But he didn't let you do it just to do it. He wanted you to thrive. He did that so you won't go back through that hell that you had walked through.
Yes. That's
right.
good.
But I tell you one thing, if I ever have to walk through it again, I'm well equipped and I'm well prepared for it.
Come on.
Speak
Come
it.
on now.
But
Speak it.
I realized that my story is not mine. I'm a vessel. I'm a vessel. God is using me. God is using me. And I didn't realize, because I was spiritual, but I wasn't very religious. I know there's a difference.
Mhm.
I'm not one to tell you that I know a lot of scriptures. I know about but I know God is in me because he gave me all these things. I survived 2 suicide attempts. I survived abuse that could have killed me. I survived a stillborn birth that could have killed me. So it's a lot of things that could have killed me, but I know God spared me so I could tell my story and help, the more, and also heal myself in doing so.
Yeah.
Because the more I talk about it, it's just another story, like, something back then, that happened to me. But not that is that I could tell it now without shame and hold my head high and know that that's my story, but that's not me.
That's
I
important.
am not a victim.
Yeah.
I am not a molested child. I am, wonderfully made. And it took a lot to get to that point.
Yeah.
I had to speak daily affirmations. I had to pray a lot. I had to meditate a lot. I look at life so different now. I always see the upside of things. Like getting laid off after so many years. Okay, God saw me I was a robot. I was doing the robot for the corporate world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was going into work. I was a yes woman. Yeah, I was committed to work. I was there early. You know how the military is, brother.
Yeah.
I was there. Was the first one there. I was the last one to leave. I wanted to show everybody up. No, I got this. I got this. And I didn't have it. I didn't have it. I was covering my pain, covering my sorrow, covering my unhappiness, because I wanted to be superwoman in my kids' eyes, my husband's eyes, and people that I work with. So I just sucked it up. You would never know, that I had been crying all night or,
Yeah. You talking right there. You are speaking a lot of my experience and probably a lot of people that are watching experience.
Right.
I have a question for you as it relates to some of the things that you just shared. You said healing, that you know that you needed to be healed. How important was receiving your healing? How important was it to you in order for you to move forward?
It was 100%, because I knew I wouldn't be good to any. If I didn't love myself and I wasn't good enough to myself, how can someone else see? But it's funny because people see the greatness in you and you don't see it. Like I posted today. I post my thoughts and I post some of the things that help me. I posted that you have to speak self-affirmation, not to convince the world that you are great, but to convince yourself that you are, because you're doing it for yourself. And people don't, it may sound cliche, but I had to speak daily affirmations until I didn't feel stupid or corny. I'm like, this is so stupid. Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
I was like that. I was one of them people like this, just so dumb, and then I started speaking it, and I would write in lipstick on a mirror. And until that came like another just thing on the mirror, and I believed it, it was just another thing. Oh, okay, I believe that. Then I would write something else.
Wow.
And it was some tough things that I had to deal with. Yeah, people that are really structured and that are yes people always normally wind up with a narcissist.
Wow.
Because in the beginning it's wonderful, and then you want to make that narcissist believe in you. You're trying to prove to them, but you need to really be proving to yourself how great you are. Because a narcissist is their narcissistic ways. They're never going to be wrong, so you're never going to be right.
That's right. And
So I
you're
had to
looking for
realize-
somebody, yeah, and you're looking for somebody to believe in you.
right,
You're looking for somebody to value you and see you.
right,
And here you are with this person. Yeah, that's never gonna work. That's never
right,
gonna work.
right. And
for-
but I had to realize
Yeah.
the role I played in that, because most
Yeah.
narcissists want to be like your savior.
Yes.
And then
And they
once
look for people. Yeah.
yeah, they
They
look
look
for
for
people, they prey on, yeah, and then once, oh, I saved her, now what good is she to me? She all messed up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Wow, that is so good. That's so good.
And then now I know myself. Now I know myself. I know what, and then I'm like, dang, it's been 8 years. And the person that I broke up with, you know, it was 2 months.
Mhm.
You know, so not saying that I'm not worthy of love, but I understand that now I know red flags. Now I know what I'm not gonna accept. Now I know God didn't send me anybody yet because I was messed up. I didn't work on myself.
Mm.
So I had to work on myself. And I
Yeah.
realized that. I realized every role I played and how I reacted to it and why I reacted to it and why. I understand it now.
Mhm.
That's good, sis. And,
That's good.
and something else you said that, you know, and I learned this years ago, you know, because all of us go through something in our lives. We go through, whether it be grief, sometimes it's abuse, sometimes it's whatever the things that we go through. And like you said, sometimes we feel like we want to be Superman, we want to be Superwoman all the time. And I know I had to get to a place in my life where it was like, it's okay to be Clark Kent.
Right.
You know, I can't wear the cape all the time. Sometimes I need to just come off trying to save everybody in the world,
Right. Yep.
and have a retreat and say, okay, let me slow this down before I burn myself out. So yeah, it is definitely okay to do that and to have that time to yourself, because again, as you said, you know, if you don't never heal, then you know, you really can't move forward in truth.
Right. You're gonna carry that baggage.
You're gonna carry that baggage.
And it doesn't matter who you're with. They could be a gift from God. You thought, you know, but you still got to deal with yourself, because then when it comes to it, you in your same routine and you go through your same ways. If you haven't really done, if you don't know what make you tick, what are your triggers and why do you act this way and why certain things, and then you become a better communicator.
Yeah.
When you're able to express your feelings more, you know.
Wow. So fast forward now, here is Shay Queen. Tell us about what you are doing now, what you got going on now.
Okay, so after my divorce, I used to make shea butter for my son. Well, I used to heat it up. So because he grew up with eczema.
Oh.
And then I realized, you know, after studying, you know, and being, I was a herbalist and really didn't know it, because my dad, you know, I grew up Choctaw and we use herbs and holistic healing. So all those roots and stuff they talking about, you know, it really does. People think like they discover something new. It's been around for ages.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yeah. But I realized, and it's so crazy, because I realized that the person that hurt me is the person I got all my gifts from. Becoming an herb. Yeah. And I had to accept that part of me. So what I did, I started whipping shea butter, right? And I got an inconsistent product. So I started a community. I signed up for a community garden plot. And that took my business to the next level, because I could do my own infusions and make my own oils. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why I have such a great product in the edge above other people, because who's growing everything?
So you grow
I grow all my herbs. I infuse them with olive oil or whatever, coconut oil, whatever oil, you know, for whatever. It's kind of like a cake, whatever I'm making, you know, depends on, like, some of my oils even take up to 3 months to cure, because I don't heat them up or I don't, you know, cold press them, you know, and that's different terms, you know, they use to basically expel the oils or the therapeutic factors from herbs. So,
Wow.
so like one of them, like the tattoo and the scar, you know, which I mean, can be used for so many things. And most of my products can be used from head to toe. So like what you can use on your feet, you can use on your hair, you know.
Yes.
Right.
So you got one, you
Wow.
produce a cream that specifically targets like people with scars and tattoos.
With scars and tattoos.
Wow.
Right. Two of the oldest elements. They're in the Bible. And it takes, I'm telling you, I've done it. Most of my products are because someone asked me, like the person, like Candace Hassan, she's a well-known instructor, you know, like fitness instructor, and a personal trainer. And also she did the physique, you know, competitions. So she wanted a butter for her tattoos. And she wanted a butter, like a shimmery butter. So I have a Queen's Go. It's a body shimmer. So you know when you do the body shimmer, you know it enhances the muscles. You know, you can see them better. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, Paula. Wow, I did not know that.
Yes,
that is amazing.
So I but now the tattoo butter that I make, which is also scar, but I really need to name it something else because it's amazing. Now it could do like old scars, like I had somebody had an old scar, like a huge burn on their shoulder. And I have some testimony. It's about maybe like the size of less than a dime now. It was huge. But that one, the tattoo one that she used, it helps like when you get a fresh tattoo, you know how they peel.
Yeah.
Stop it from peeling, and it also reduce the healing, you know, the healing time also.
Yes.
So and we proved that by her one. I need it now. No, I'm getting another tattoo. I said, I told you to take 3 months. I gave it to her at a month, and I was like, I told you weren't ready. Because she's filled. And I was like, well, I told you the proof is in the pudding.
Wow.
So it's just amazing. Like, I'm like, God bless people in so many different, you never know like the pain you're going through, how God is going to bless you, because I probably wouldn't have never started my business if I wasn't divorced. I had to do something to get back on my feet. And it was something that God had blessed me with. You know, had already blessed me with it, and I didn't know it.
The gift.
And I feel like once people find like their passion, it'll build a platform to their purpose.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know. I thought I was just a shea queen. I'm just gonna make shea butter.
Right.
I didn't know I had a story in me.
Wow. And then you're speaking all over.
And right. And it's something how God does things in stages in your life. Okay. Y'all know my mentor and sister Yolanda.
Yeah.
I met her. She didn't know me from Adam. She wanted some rosemary butter for her hair. Because you know, she would get the injections, you know, and so she needed something for her hair. So we met, and she gave me her book.
Yeah.
When a Woman's Fed Up. It's about domestic violence. She didn't know. I had never spoke publicly, and it struck something in me. So from there, I did an interview on incest, surviving incest.
Wow.
From there, I wrote the book.
Wow.
From there, I went to becoming a #1 best-selling author.
Yeah.
And once I interviewed on her show, I was able to, it was like a burden was lifted because I told people about my abuse, the incest and the domestic violence, because I was ashamed because, you know, my, the person, you know, that, you know, they're still local, you know, I'm still here. So I was kind of ashamed, you know, I'm not anymore. You know, life, you know, you have to live. You have to continue to live, and that's my story, and that's my side, you know. So it doesn't matter, you know. I had to learn also that they had to speak my truth to help.
Yes.
Right. So with that being said, then I landed a cover of a magazine. So now I'm working with someone in marketing to rebrand my product. So
Wow.
hopefully, not hopefully, I'm gonna speak it. I'm a man.
Amen. We're going to be in agreement right now.
We getting ready to be in stores everywhere, sister.
Come on. Yes. And we are in agreement with you because
Yeah.
I'll tell you something, people. If you have not, you see how big this jar is? And show them the ones that's empty.
Look,
Listen,
I got this one.
we
I got another one over here.
are faithful clients of Shea Queen. So let me tell you, I was following you for a long time because you know my daughter Rudy.
Right. And that was
And
like, I didn't even know that.
you know that was that's my baby. And she said, Mama, you have to try this shea butter. It's like no other. I know you buying shea butter in the store, but Mama, you got to buy this one. This is Black owned, and you're always complaining about your skin cracking and being ashy, but you're not going to have this problem anymore. And so she had these little jars of it, and I said, I'm going to try it. Oh my God, changed my life. Changed my life. I moved to Chicago. I was ordering, and you didn't know it was me that was ordering, but you were shipping stuff to Chicago.
Right. Yeah,
you were shipping it to me.
Right.
Lee's been buying it. So you know, listen, this is truth right here. This is an amazing product right here. And if you don't have any of the Shea Queen, the real Shea Queen butter, you need to order. We're gonna ask her to put her information down there in the comments. If you can put your information,
Okay.
We're just gonna believe you're gonna get some orders tonight. I love your motto, Paula. Your motto is claiming your royalty at any stage in life. I love that because you're talking to a middle-aged person, to a young adult, to a seasoned saint. Because a lot of times I just think sometimes people just feel like, you know, I have nothing else to offer. And I always tell people, if you're still breathing, you have a whole lot to offer.
That's
God,
right.
God is not done with you yet. He's not finished with you. You ready to check on out of here. You're still here. And there's so much God still has for you to do. So I love the movie Shawshank Redemption because Andy says you can get busy living or get busy dying.
That's right. That's right.
So talk about your motto, claiming your royalty at any stage.
Well, what I mean by that is I didn't really start living until I was 50. Some people, because I didn't want to die with my secret. Some people die with their secret. So I felt like, yes, I started over, but God gave me that gift to start over.
Amen.
You can start over from right now. Yeah. You know how people start a diet on a Monday? Stop waiting on that Monday. Your time is right now. That's what I tell people. Stop procrastinating. Your time is now. It could be a Wednesday. It could be a Saturday. Start your journey right now. That's what I tell people. Oh, you just making excuses. Stop. What are you afraid of? And most people have something that they haven't overcome.
That's good.
You really have to be an overcomer. You know, some people have something, and everybody, I don't care who it is, how high you are, everybody has something, a little negative, nagging voice to tell them they can't do it. They hesitate. Yes. I stopped hesitating and just started stepping out on faith. I said, well, if I bump my head, it ain't like I haven't bumped my head before.
That's good.
When you bump your head, you learn from it. You won't do that again.
That's right.
But some people keep making the same mistake. So that's why I said, and then also, like I said, with my dad, I didn't want to claim my Choctaw side. Girl, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what kind of, not capitalizing, but you know what kind of benefits Native Americans get with your business and with, and also, being able to claim, I grew up a herbalist and didn't even know it. So I had to claim that part of my life, my Native American side and my Creole side from my mom. Anybody ask us, we just say we Black. We are Black.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have so many layers to Black people.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not our fault that how we came to be. But you know, my mom is Creole. She used to make like the herbs and stuff for to cook with seafood. She actually made those mesh bags and filled them with all the herbs, and that's the little thing you toss in there to boil your crabs and your shrimp.
Seafood
She
boil.
asked, so I'm like, you know, my family was entrepreneurs, and even though I thought she was a stay-at-home mom, my mom was an entrepreneur.
Okay.
My mom made pralines with corn candy. Everybody wanted them. Everybody in the church, you know,
Wow.
like for bazaars and stuff. Mama, you are an entrepreneur. And, you know, even back then, I'm like, Mama, why you selling them things for 50 cents? You know, they selling them for $1 and $1.50. She said, Mama, she said, baby, I make it for love. She said, I don't care what they do with it after, just as long as I know somebody eating them and they good.
Wow.
Right. So if you have a great product, if you're a great person, if you have something to put out in the world, I mean, put it out. Nobody will know about it until you put it out there. Nobody would know me on this level if I didn't tell my story, because I'm telling you, people buy into your story before they buy your product. I'm gonna support her. And you know, some people, if you look like a phony, they're not gonna support you. They're gonna, you know, if you're not transparent, if you're not genuine, who's gonna buy to a disingenuous person?
That's
Nobody.
right. Oh, that's
Nobody.
so good.
Yep, you have to represent that's one thing I also learned from my mom. My mama said before she died, she said, if she called me the Shea Queen, she didn't call me the Shea Queen. She said, you gonna be the Shea Queen, well, be the Shea Queen then. She said, you represent yourself to the fullest. Yeah. And when you go to conduct business, you make sure you look like you're going to conduct business. I said, well, yes. She said, you represent you. She dressed to the nine until she passed.
Yes. Wow. Yeah. Listen, that's amazing. You got people watching you tonight.
Right.
We got Miss Christy on. We got our auntie on, Janet. Georgia A. Peach is on tonight. My mom is on tonight. Thank you all for watching and supporting our sister, Shea Queen. You know, I know somebody on this chat right now that makes jewelry. All right. Mama, she said to you, my mama makes in jewelry. And I told her, you know, you ready. Put that stuff out there. So
that's right. That's right.
She done amazing jewelry. Amazing jewelry.
And I'm a testimony that you don't have to be, like I said, when I first started, I had an inconsistent product. And I just stumbled across, we had a pop-up shop one day, the Black-owned business group here of the Gulf Coast with Lexi Williams. We had a pop-up shop one day at the garden. Well, a meeting at the garden and a pop-up shop with all the businesses. And I was like, I think I'm gonna get me a garden plot. I know I grew up with a garden. I could grow something, you know. And so I said, you know what? I should grow the herbs because, you know, everything I put in my product. I said I should grow the herbs. and I learned. I taught myself how to do the infusions.
Look at my mama. This is what she said.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You need to just put it out there. I'm telling you, it's not going to be perfect. And you know what? All you have to do is listen to your customers. They're going to tell you what they want.
Ooh, and I was telling her
that. Don't steer from your originality, from who you are. People wanted me. I had started making like the butters with the color. Man, I was in Washington. I almost got in Whole Foods, but they told me the only thing, you know, I moved away. Plus, the only thing is they don't want color. They are, you know, when they say Whole Foods, they're organic. They don't want to see color. I started trying to steer with the trends. I don't even put color, even though it's safe. I don't even put color in sugar scrubs anymore. So I'm telling you, you're going to find your niche and you're going to find your, you know, that may work for other people. You know, some people like colorful, beautiful things. But if you're really a naturalista or a natural person and you do some research, they're going to call you out on it, right. You know. So that's why I said, don't stray from your originality and who you are, and don't be afraid to stick to who you are. But you have to be willing also to learn and listen to people, because That's why I think it took me so long, because I was so territorial. No, I ain't doing no wholesale. Girl, you better do wholesale and get in those stores, you know? So it's all in learning process and your thought process, getting out of your head and being able to listen to your customers, to who you have to find. You can't market to everybody, although I want to sell to everybody.
Right.
You have to find your target market audience also.
Oh,
You know,
that is
so right.
That's amazing. You said something earlier, which I'm a firm believer in. This is like, get busy now. You know, what are you waiting for? There are so many times that people have been told, and people say this, and you use the word cliche earlier. People say, I'm just waiting to Friday. I'm just living for the weekend. Well, you messing up 5 of them days out of 7.
Right.
On the weekend.
It's so crazy because people, they call me the chippery, annoying morning person. I'm up like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I come in the morning. I come in, you know, because I can't just jump up and go to work. I'm sorry, I can't. I got to get my mind together. I got to get some act right. I got, you know, but it is, you know, like meditate, pray. Yeah. You know, you really got to get your mind together. Yeah. Half the people you see running in, that's normally the people you see running around work with a chicken with their head cut off, because they didn't prepare for their day.
Ooh,
they didn't prepare. You got to prepare yourself mentally, and then you'll be able to carry that throughout physically. Because if your mind messed up, you know you're not going to be effective.
That's right.
You're not going to be effective, you know. And I had, you know, but I've been a morning person, but I had to also, what you absorb in the morning, like I don't listen to the news because I don't want to hear negative and, you know, and certain music, you know, I mean, or sometimes just silence. Sometimes you need just silence, but it's really what you absorb in your environment, in your body, and your surroundings, and that makes a difference also.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And the fact, now I'm going to ask this question also, Paula, because I know that there were some things for me on the business side that were birthed during the pandemic. Because, and I always tell people, I said, look, if you had all these thoughts, these visions, these goals that you want to do, and most people say, well, I just don't have the time. In the pandemic,
right?
I found time, and some things were birthed in that. So is there anything during that period of the pandemic that was birthed in you that you were just, you know, and I know it was for a lot of people, it was a rough time. Many of us lost family members, but if there was something in there that was birthed in you that, you know, pushed you to the next level, was there anything?
Well, really,
that's good.
Organization. Because I still work full time. Like today, I work 12 hours. But you know what? I took advantage of the weekends, you know, like what can I do ahead of time? Can I make labels? Can I whip a whole bunch of shea butter? And that way when somebody, because mine are like made to order, like I don't have 1,000 things of lavender shea butter.
Okay.
I have plain shea butter. So when you order it, I just separate it and add the scents to it. I had to learn that. I had to study the temperature in the room, the environment. I mean, I did.
I love it. I love it.
Cake. It's like a cake. Like it can't be hot in here if I won't whip pretty shea butter. You know, I had to learn so much, and then I had organization. Yeah, I mean organization, and also researching. You have to stay up with the times, you know.
Yes.
I learned that a lot of people were ordering during the pandemic because you know they were stuck inside. So you had to learn creative marketing. Like people want to see you work. People want to see you filling them jars. People want to see you putting that jewelry together. People want to see you baking that cake. People want to see you in motion. They don't want to, you know, you just slap something in the jar and like bam. That's why in presentation is everything too. Presentation
Yeah.
is everything, all in how you present it. If you want your stuff to show as spy quality or Gucci made, or you know what I'm saying, like people that make handbags and stuff, or people that make like jewelry, you have to show your quality, you know, and that's something I learned in, you know, and it's all in, like you said, you have to take heed of what your customer says. You know, and but I always tell people, if I can find it natural, I'm not making it, because I really pride myself on all natural, handmade, quality products.
Yes, you do. You know, my favorite scent is a eucalyptus. That's the one right there for me. I got that one a few times. Lee,
Oh
we
yeah,
ordered,
yeah, and
that's a good scent. We got the coconut shea butter
this
time. And so we've had a lot of different kinds. What kind is this one?
Yeah, I had the that was a coconut as well.
He likes coconut. He gonna run the coconut. Which one is this one?
It was
right.
They got one of the first ones. Here's a beautiful thing about it. If y'all don't know, and we put her website there in the chat, so you guys can go and
purchase
purchase stuff. I like we like the big ones because it's two of us. Even though it takes us a while to get through this jar, it really does.
Like 4 months, 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, because you don't like a lot of the.
Right, that's great
testimony, because a lot of the stuff that you buy in the store, you buy it every 2 weeks, or because you got to use so much to cover your body and get it smooth. This is amazing. When they say a little dab will do you. A little dab will do you.
You do not need a lot at all. Get them elbows.
Right. And one,
you have the various sizes that you do offer, right?
Right. I have the 8 ounce. I also have 4 ounce, because I know that people like to carry it on the plane or put it in their check-in, because I know. So I said I was gonna get away from making the 4 ounces, but people want that little 4 ounce, to carry with them on their trips or whatever. So that's why I do 4 ounce, 8 ounce, and the 32 ounce. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they won't let me put this one in the carry-on, but I can get the little one in there.
And you said that you actually sell oils too?
Oh yes, I make something called Waiachi serum. So that's another thing I'm gonna be getting into. I'm gonna be getting into selling my oils that I actually put in, that I whip in the product.
I'm sorry, I had to step away because this right here is one of her creation.
Wow.
This was the beard oil.
It's the oil, the beard oil. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I make a whole line of men's products. So I make beard butter, beard pomade, beard oil, and the wash, like the black soap shampoo. Yeah. So, and the black soap shampoo can be used. You can wash your hair with the black soap shampoo, or you can use it as a body wash, because it's just all natural oils in it, like eucalyptus, lavender, and then this is what I explain about the oils. Mm-hmm. They're like antifungal, antimicrobial, circulatory, so and anti-inflammatory. So they can, that's why they heal like certain rashes, for growth, for pain, for circulation, like the Waiachi serum. It can be used on your hair. It can be used to alleviate headache.
Not this.
Not that one. It's the Waiachi serum. But
so it's for hair growth. That one is for hair growth.
Hair growth, like like if you have like a fungus in your hair, on your scalp. A lot of people have like hair or psoriasis.
Look, my mama said for anything for back pain.
I use it on my knees because I have bad knees from the military. But you can also use it on your sinuses. What's that? Waiachi? Yes, I can.
Okay, for back pain,
And-
mama. So it
Yeah,
helps with
it's great.
arthritis.
It's helped with arthritis. I have also arthritis butter. It's Waiachi serum.
Wow.
And it also can be used on your like for headaches because it has the peppermint in it, and also for your sinuses. Like if your sinuses are blocked up, you can just
That's
rub it
That's
in
me.
your
I'm
T
on all
zone.
kinds.
Yeah, you put it in your T zone, and it'll help alleviate that.
Let me tell you, I'm on
Yeah.
all kind of allergy medicine, sis, and I'm about to play.
No, I'm telling you, another thing for allergies is the local honey, 1 teaspoon a day, because the bees cross pollinate. So what they do is they go to the different flowers. You know, they have how they cross pollinate, go from flower to flower. So what they tell you is to get honey. Local honey is important because it's from all the plants in your area within a 50 to 60 mile radius. So it's just like Claritin. That's all they're giving you. They're giving you, it's almost like an antidote. It counteracts because you're absorbing everything that the bee pollinates, from the flowers. So that's why they say use local honey, and it works. It's just
a teaspoon of local honey.
you can have it raw, you can have it in tea. It's gonna take a little while to absorb, for you to get the medicinal factors from it. But local honey, and watch how it works. Yeah.
Look
Amazing.
at that.
Learning,
Wow. The Shea Queen. So it sounds like what you're saying, your product, it can be used for anything, basically.
Yes, it can basically. And then, also the Waiachi serum, if you like diabetic or if you have foot fungus, the tea tree in it is a antimicrobial and antifungal. So you can use it on your toenails.
Wow.
Amazing.
Auntie said, wow, that's good. Don't sleep on this product, guys. Go to her website, www.therealsheaqueen.com. I didn't know that you had all this stuff on your web. You must have added on to this.
So this what I'm gonna do. Y'all need to go on there. I'm getting ready to do something for y'all since you said.
She's about to do something, y'all.
Yep, I'm about to do something for y'all. I am going to add a coupon code. So when you go to checkout, I'm gonna do gospel tea.
Okay.
What? I'm about to order me something. Nice. Look at that.
So
Look
I'm
at your blessing, God. Mama, you better get something for your bag.
I'm gonna do gospel tea, and I'm gonna do. I normally do 20% because y'all my peoples.
What?
I'm gonna do 25% off, and I'm getting ready to add the coupon code right now.
Wow.
Are y'all listening out there?
I'm getting ready to add it right now as we speak. Okay, let's see. Go to the store.
Wow.
She's putting in work right now for y'all to give y'all.
I'm adding it right now. Add a coupon. So what I say, gospel tea.
Gospel tea.
Yep, I'm gonna say gospel
tea. So much blessings, people.
Listen, go on the site and order you something. She's got like different products. You'll see what everything she has out there.
And we've
like
already told you.
We stand by it. You
ain't got to buy this big bottle, but if you want to, it's 25% off. You can.
I'm telling you, there'll be the time
this size if you like. But I'm telling you, it works. It works. People ask me all the time, how do you get your skin to be so soft? Shea butter. My kiddos in my class, they said, Ms. Wright, your skin is always so smooth. Shea butter.
So it's on there, 25% off all orders, no minimum purchase, but it's gonna be hashtag gospel tea.
Hashtag, let me put this in here. Hashtag gospel tea.
Right.
Wow. Thank you so much, sis.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
25% off. Any product?
On any product.
Y'all don't miss out on your blessing.
Wow. Well, I know I'm gonna order. I'm gonna order this thing for my hair. Get my look at that. Come on. You know, I'm about to have shoulder surgery next week. And so I was thinking, like, wow, that scar thing.
Oh yeah,
Probably
that
gonna
scar.
use
What I'll do for you is I'll add the scar and the pain alleviator. You know, the
Oh,
ones for the circulatory for pain. Yeah,
yes, because I'm gonna get ready to
right,
have shoulder surgery, and you know
right.
that I'm gonna need that.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God, this is amazing. Wow. Listen,
Yeah,
sis,
I love what I do. When people tell me at
oh,
work, I'm telling
Auntie
you,
said website,
that's
please.
what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going.
Okay, so Auntie Janet, the website is www.therealshadequeen.com, and it is in the chat, Auntie, but your nephew will text it to you.
Yep.
There's something for everybody on there, and we got to learn how to support people that are doing
Right. And if you go
things for the
right,
kingdom of God. We gotta recognize when God is doing great things in people's lives. We need to know how to support them because God is using them in this earth to be a blessing. And a lot of times we just want to run to the store to get something. You have somebody right here that God has gifted her hands to be a blessing, to bring healing to people in this world. And so we got to learn how to support, right?
Absolutely.
Got to learn how to support. You ain't always got to go to the store to get. You got somebody right here that's doing this for the kingdom of God.
Amazing
Yeah.
things, amazing
Right.
things.
yeah.
Wow. So what do you want to share as we get ready to close out? I'm just amazed. I didn't know you had all this going on, sis. But I just see you on
Well,
social media all the time doing your thing, and I'm so very proud of you.
thank you so much. That means a world coming because
We love
I
you.
look up to you guys. I love you guys too, but I look up to you guys. Yeah. But I just want to say that I do what I do. Like I said, I want to be a vessel. I want God to use me. God didn't put me through all this. My pain will not go in vain. I'm going to use this as a blessing to somebody else because I know it's people out there suffering, you know, and I spoke the other day at the Women of Wisdom, and they had a luncheon for me, you know, where I spoke. It's so many women in their 60s, 70s telling me about stories that they never dealt with them. So that's what I'm doing it for those women, you know. But I want, like I said, like my motto is claim your royalty. I feel like you can claim your royalty, man or woman, no matter what age, what gender, what background of life, you can claim your royalty at any stage in life, no matter what you've been through. God didn't leave you in despair.
Right.
He wants you to prosper. He wants you to prosper. Yeah.
That's right.
Amazing.
Wow. We thank you so much, sis. Anybody have anything they want to ask their sister tonight before we get ready to close out on the tea? Make sure you go to the www.therealshadequeen.com website. She is going to bless us tonight with 25% off on any product on her website tonight. You heard it right from Shade Queen tonight. Your night.
Gospel tea.
Yeah, for 20.
Hashtag gospel tea.
Make sure
when you go to the cart, go to checkout, it'll ask you, do you have any coupons? And that's where you put it.
Yes. Woo-wee, that is so good. We'll have this up. I don't know how long you're going to run that. But you know, we'll let the people know on our website, on our social media site, that they can get that.
All right.
To the site. Yeah. This is so good, sis. I'm so sorry it took so long to have you on our show, but God's timing is perfect, and you blessed us tonight.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We thank God for your story. Again, you know, your testimony is amazing. You know, the fact that here's another daughter of the King that can say, you know what, God's not through with me yet.
Yeah.
Right.
And, and I don't, now sometimes this is one of those cliches. Hey, I don't look like what I've been through. You don't look like
No.
what you've been through.
No, ma'am. I would have never thought that.
God,
Never.
it really brought you through this, and it brought you on top, and now you're here. You're
Right.
helping others through this ministry with your hands and your mind, and it's just a blessing to know you.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Y'all be looking for my book to come out. Can't Keep Running Away.
Oh,
got another book coming out.
Come on,
Yeah.
Can't Keep Running Away. We gotta have you back on when the book drops.
Right.
That's right.
That's right.
Just send us a message. Yep, definitely. When the book drops. Wow. Can't keep running away. I like that. All right. All right. Well, we're gonna ask, would you mind of closing us out in prayer before we go? Or okay.
Yes. God, thank you for bringing me to this point in my life. Thank you for being me to be able to bless and inspire other people. God, if there's anybody out there that's going through anything, let them know that you are they are loved.
Yes.
That love comes from within them. Yes. God comes from within them.
Yeah.
And just reach out and talk to someone. You are not alone. You will be blessed. Your blessing is coming. Don't give up. Don't give up. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you again, my sister. We love you so much. We're so very proud of you. Stay behind a little bit. Thank you, everyone that watched on tonight. Next week is the Gospel Tea Talks. Last Monday for a bit. We're going to go on hiatus, but you don't want to miss it next week. We got a special guest. Miss Stacy Crandall will be coming up, and she is the mother of Derek Hall. She's my beautiful sister, and she's going to talk about her journey with her son to become an NFL football player. So I'm so excited to have her come up next week. It's such a powerful story. So thank you guys for watching again. We'll see you next week. Now that was some good tea. Good night, everybody.
Stay behind. We'll talk to you a little bit.
All right.